This isn't a debate. Over 20 premium console quality games just hit your phone. I'm about to show you every single one you need to download, from A shooters to nightmare fuel horror. Let's get into it.
To make this right.
The survival horror puzzle game, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, is here, and it's serving straight-up nightmare fuel with a side of brain-busting puzzles. You're diving deep into the messed-up underbelly of the Playtime Coda factory, where the creepy vibes are cranked up to 11. New monsters, hell yeah! And they don't just jump out at you, they mess with your head in ways you won't see coming. This chapter isn't just horror for shock value, it's smart, twisted, and dripping with atmosphere. If you thought previous chapters were wild, wait until you face what's lurking in the shadows this time. The co-op arcade shoot 'em up, Acecrafter Sky Hero, is bringing the high-energy vibe of the run-and-gun game, Cuphead, to the skies, but with a co-op twist on mobile. The full version is launching worldwide on August 28th. This is a shmup that blends classic rubber hose animation with tight, responsive arcade action. You and a random online wingman shoot, dodge, and combo your way through waves of Legion creeps. It has that polished cartoon charm, but don't expect a cakewalk. The challenge modes are where the real sweat happens. With leaderboards and global bragging rights on the line, this is one to pre-register for if you love shmups with style and bite. If you could design a boss for this game, what would it be? Describe your most creative, chaotic boss idea in the comments. The roguelike action RPG, Solo Leveling Karma, might be the next big swing at adapting the manhwa that blew up like wildfire. This isn't your usual mobile cash grab. It's a roguelike action RPG dropping you into the 27-year time skip, where Jinwoo basically becomes a walking nuke. Think of the action RPG, Diablo, but with blistering anime flash and that just one more run itch. It's solo, it's skill-based, and it looks slick as hell. No gacha clutter, just clean runs, real-time upgrades, and tons of flashy demon slaying. If the action RPG, Solo Leveling Arise, was the appetizer, Karma is shaping up to be the main course. The pixel art idol RPG, Echoes of Creation, is like the action RPG, Diablo, if it kicked back and let the grind handle itself. This 2D pixel art RPG just dropped on Android, and while it leans idle, don't sleep on its depth. You've got over 120 unique items, 30 plus classes, and 40 plus abilities to mess around with, letting you build whatever kind of chaos machine you want. Think passive progression, but with actual tactical choice. An offline loop keeps the loot coming, so you're always evolving even while AFK. There's also a surprisingly dark storyline buried under the pixels. It's super chill to play, but deep if you want it to be. A quick mention for the mobile rhythm game, Heavenly Guitars. It's like the rhythm game franchise, Guitar Hero, but a lighter mobile version. It's not as complex as the original franchise, but it has skill, and you don't need to be a pro. It has simple controls so anyone can shred and feel like a stage legend. You can compete against players worldwide, use cool effects, and pull off combos. The game nails the vibe with authentic guitar scores and deep customization. If you want that live stage energy in your pocket, give it a go. It's an easy download and a great way to kill a few minutes. The 2D roguelike brawler, Blazblue Entropy Effect, just hit mobile like a freight train full of anime flash and devastating combos. Imagine the brutal combat of the fighting game, Guilty Gear, had a baby with the addictive loop of the roguelike platformer, Dead Cells, at a cyberpunk rave. It's that stylish. You're slashing through a wild side-scrolling world with over 14 iconic fighters from the Blazblue universe, all dripping in silhouetted flair. Don't worry about frame traps or zoning wars. This one is all about crushing mobs with over-the-top skills. It's a premium experience with no gacha traps, loaded with branching builds, flashy ultimates, and even crossovers with characters like the prisoner from the roguelike platformer, Dead Cells. If you're ready to get truly lost, the underwater survival adventure, Subnautica on mobile is the real deal. No light version nonsense here. You've crash-landed on a flooded alien planet with nothing but scraps and a voice in your head. It's Survival Deep Sea Edition, where 1 minute you're crafting fins, and the next you're dodging a leviathan the size of a city bus. It's like being an astronaut and a deep-sea biologist at the same time, filled with both wonder and sheer terror. Everything from the original PC version is here. The full story, all the biomes, and even a creative mode. It runs offline too. If your phone can handle its 2 GB size, this is $10 well spent. Just don't play it in the dark. Speaking of deep dives, if you've discovered a hidden gem mobile game, drop its name in the comments below. Let's build the ultimate gaming list together. Now for something darker. The psychological horror RPG Chaos Zero Nightmare looks like it crawled straight out of a fever dream, and I mean that as a compliment. Coming from the developer Smilegate, this is a rare gem, an ARPG where the presentation leans more into psychological horror than flashy anime tropes. The game itself launches in October, with pre-registrations live now. Signing up early gets you a 4-star plus unit and some early game perks. This title doesn't just flirt with darkness in its lore and setting, it lives and breathes it. This could be a true AAA mobile game in terms of class, visuals, and character depth. The high-speed chase simulator, Supersuit, is all about no-rules getaway driving through a neon-lit city that never sleeps. You're the top fugitive, dodging cops who get crazier and faster the longer you last. You can pick from 14 different rides, from muscle cars to supercars, and drift through tight corners with nitro boosts. The artificial intelligence, AI, of the game ramps up from regular cops to full SWAT squads, so expect mad chaos. The graphics are sharp, controls are simple, and you can jump in anytime, online or offline. Next is the story-driven deck builder, Four-midable, a game where your choices don't just shape the story, they are the story. You play as a thief, haunted by visions of the end times, and how things play out depends entirely on how you handle each encounter. Sneak past it, talk through it, or slice your way forward. Imagine the deck-building roguelike, Slay the Spire, meets a Telltale game, but with Disney-style animal characters and way more consequence. It's got a gorgeous artsy vibe, slick animation, and a beautiful soundtrack. If you want a deck builder that actually respects narrative, this one is worth checking out. Get ready to dominate the dirt in the off-road racing game, Offroad Fury, a title that's all about raw power and insane tracks. Choose your beast from a lineup of rugged machines and then supercharge it with nitro, engine mods, and custom paint. You'll battle through wild, muddy courses packed with gravity-defying ramps and brutal obstacles that will test your nerve and skill. The graphics are sharp, dropping you into stunningly realistic deserts and forests. Grind for XP and coins to unlock even more powerful rides and game-changing upgrades. With daily challenges and fierce competitive modes fueling the action, this is a must-play for anyone looking to tear up the terrain. What happens when you mash up the frantic demon-slaying action of the first-person shooter, Doom, with the blocky creative world of the sandbox game, Minecraft? You get the retro first-person shooter, Zomblocks.io. This wild retro FPS throws you into a zombie-infested school overflowing with memes and mayhem. Your former classmates are now the undead horde, and the teacher has become a powerful final boss. It's up to you to blast through classrooms, creepy basements, and hidden vents to save your friends and figure out the source of the madness. With easy-to-learn controls, you can jump right into the action, grabbing weapons and hunting for secrets in this pixelated adventure. Mark your calendars, because the Sci-Fi MMO Shooter, Destiny Horizon, is dropping on August 28th, and with 5 million pre-registrations, the hype is colossal. Think of it as the alternate universe cousin of the looter shooter, Destiny, but perfectly streamlined for mobile without watering things down. You are the Wealth, a light bearer loaded with custom skills, relics, and modded out weapons. It features 6-player PvE, full PvP chaos, and solo missions. It's got all the options. It feels like the online action RPG, Warframe, met the looter shooter, Destiny 2, had a mobile baby, and gave it a sleek sci-fi makeover. With 10 free pulls at launch, the developer NetEase is betting big. This could be the next heavyweight MMO shooter on mobile. The co-op looter shooter, Swiftbusters, is aiming to make looter shooters work on the go, and it might just pull it off. Already out on iOS and coming to Android in about a week, this online action RPG trims the fat of the genre. It gives you quick missions, chunky gear upgrades, and co-op alien blasting without the usual grindy fluff. Think of it as the looter shooter, Destiny, meets a Saturday morning cartoon with a battle royale, Fortnite. Light art style that's colorful but never overbearing. You squad up, blow through alien waves, grab loot, and fine-tune your build. It's light, fast, and mobile-friendly in all the right ways. The tactical card battler, Rogue Slam, is what happens when the deck-building roguelike, Slay the Spire, gets a GUI makeover and goes full chaotic. You're playing with tactical turn-based battles, roguelike randomness, and over 400 items to combo up for maximum havoc. The map shifts every run, so you never get the same grind twice. Plus, a player versus player, PvP mode, lets you test your slime deck against others. If you want a slick, fun, and kinda weird card battler with charm to spare, this one's a no-brainer.
We have a situation in the Southwest, son. Are you familiar with a town called...
The point-and-click mystery, 3 Minutes to Midnight, just dropped on iOS, and it's basically the weirdest small-town mystery you'll ever play on your phone. You switch between 2 characters, solving wild puzzles involving pigs holding grudges, and a mayor hiding way more than bad paperwork. The point-and-click style is tight and smoothed out for touch controls. It's got full voice acting, hand-drawn art, and a story that reacts to your choices. If you're into games like the graphic adventure, Thimbleweed Park, but want more laughs and twists, this one's worth your time. Every great mystery has a twist. Without spoilers, what's the best plot twist you've ever seen in a game? Let us know. The comedy thriller adventure, The Biggleboss Incident, is a point-and-click game that's basically the adventure game, Monkey Island, meets the movie Office Space with a pinch of stealth action, Metal Gear Solid vibes. You play as a guy named Tom, who's running late for a big pitch, but gets stuck dealing with corporate nonsense and some seriously shady stuff going down at Biggleboss Inc. The puzzles are clever without requiring a PhD in moon logic, and the story is genuinely intriguing. Plus, it's fully voiced by a solid cast. If you're into smart humor and corporate chaos, this one's a fun ride. What's the funniest bug or glitch you've ever encountered in a game? Share your hilarious gaming moments below. For the engineers of chaos, the creative physics simulator, Bridge Constructor Portal, just brought its full creative toolkit to mobile, and it's the most open the series has ever been. With over 70 levels across 5 environments and no budget limit unless you want one, you can finally go full mad engineer. Build steel drawbridges, impossible loops, or suspended ramps. Whatever fever dream gets the job done. It's a classic physics sim with smarter puzzles, better visuals, and new challenge layers like moving obstacles and multiple vehicle types, from pizza vans to monster trucks. Whether you're all about efficiency or pure, glorious chaos, this one lets you flex both. Next up, the extreme sports simulator, Red Bull Playgrounds, feels like a mashup of the stunt bike game, Trials Rising, and the skateboarding game, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, but on mobile and laced with that signature Red Bull energy. You're tricking through urban playgrounds on BMX bikes, boards, and even with straight-up parkour, hitting stunts while chasing medals. The cel-shaded look gives it a great pop, and the physics are pure controlled chaos. You can even build your own tracks and unlock moves from actual pros. It's slick, fun, and doesn't waste your time. BMX, skateboard, or parkour. Cast your vote for your favorite extreme sport in the comments section right now. We have the rage-inducing platformer, Rage in an Egg, a casual platformer that hates you just enough to keep you playing. You're guiding a single, fragile egg across a kitchen full of hazards, one awkward roll at a time. Think of the precision platformer, Jump King meets the physics-based challenge Getting Over It, but with more yoke. Every bounce feels risky, every jump is a gamble, and every crack sends you back. It's rage-inducing in all the right ways. With 8 levels and clean cel-shaded visuals, this one's worth cracking open if rage games are your thing. What's the one game that made you rage the hardest? Share your story of controller breaking frustration below. The visual novel detective game, Mythicds, the Complete Edition, is like if the visual novel adventure, Danganronpa, took off its anime jacket and threw on a weirder, more Western coat. You've got over 100 detectives squaring off with 100 master criminals, all wrapped in a visual novel that's part quest game, part murder mystery brain flex. It's goofy, smart, and low-key addictive. The whole thing is now bundled on iOS and Android with all episodes and downloadable content, DLC. If you like offbeat whodunits, this might be your next weekend binge. The sci-fi strategy game, Foundation Galactic Frontier, is one of the better tactical games we've had our hands on for months. It's less philosophy, more firepower. Based on the Apple TV Plus series, Foundation, which itself pulls from Isaac Asimov's legendary books, this one drops you into the war of a collapsing empire. As a fleet commander, you build, fight, and survive. You're not solving equations, you're stacking warships, expanding your influence, and punching through the galaxy one sector at a time. It's on Android and coming to iOS. And there you have it. Over 20 incredible new mobile games that prove July was an absolute monster of a month for iOS and Android gaming. From deep, psychological horror and complex strategy to pure, chaotic arcade fun, there is something here for literally everyone. The line between mobile and console gaming is getting blurrier every single day, and it is a fantastic time to be a gamer. What was your favorite game from this list? Let us know in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on all the best new releases, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. For your next watch, check out our video on the top 10 upcoming mobile RPGs of 2025. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.